tell them it's the Bougie Show. The Bougie Show, yeah, 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 yeah. Turn up.
We're going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Bougie Show. I am Zay the DJ, and across from me is a 5'3" petite, 34 double D, a bona fide freak. She's no stranger to the BBC. She joined the adult film industry 10 toes down to the concrete. If you don't know what I mean, scroll through her Twitter. Ladies and gentlemen, the chick that can take a stick. Her first exclusive interview, an adult star on the rise. Miss Celena Marie is in the building. That was a lot to process. What did I get wrong?
You summed it up. That's
okay,
it.
so you are 5'3"
yeah.
and a 34 double D. Okay,
that's right. That's it.
Before we start, first of all, thank you for joining us. How was your commute here?
It's good, not too
You
bad.
said where were you coming from? Miami?
Yeah, pretty local.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for joining us. Before we start, if you don't mind me sharing the story of how we got acquainted with each other prior to this interview.
Yeah, go ahead.
She reached out to us, how many months ago? This was last year.
I think it was about 6 months ago.
Yeah, and you were contemplating on whether or not you wanted to join the industry, and you needed like a last minute close. I don't know, you needed the icing on the cake, and you said you referred to the interviews that were done on the show.
Yeah.
And you found, did you get the insight that you were looking for? Exactly what was, because now we're speaking about it in real time. Yeah. What were you looking for, and what did you see that made you say, okay, I'm going to go ahead and do this?
Well, it was really nice being able to hear like the experience of other girls who were, shooting with the same people in the same area that I would be. So that's kind of what I was looking for, was like just kind of the overall vibe of the people in the industry and what to expect. A lot of the questions that you ask, you can't just like Google and find the answer to.
Pardon me.
Yeah. So, and I had a lot of the same questions.
Oh,
so
okay.
It was helpful, like hearing them explain what the process is like, or like the behind the scenes of it a little bit.
Okay. So you didn't know any, your peers now, you didn't know any of them prior to joining?
No, I didn't.
Wow. And how did you get, let's talk about your transition into it, because actually, so the fact that you didn't join the industry at 18 years old and old enough to have a grasp of the decision you were making and all that comes with it, how did the transition to adult entertainment industry occur for you, especially when you were skeptical and nervous about becoming an adult performer?
I had a little bit of a background in it.
Okay.
So I kind of knew what I wanted to do. And
background meaning?
I had an OF before.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So I was somewhat familiar, I guess, with how everything works. But I hadn't done anything mainstream. So I'm glad I did it older, though. I would say I definitely prefer to do it like as a full adult than stepping into something like that when you are like a little more naive at 18.
Absolutely, right. So, Celena Marie joining us on the Bougie Show. What did your when you were doing OnlyFans prior to that, what were you doing? Just like custom videos, or were you actually doing collaborations?
It was mostly solo stuff.
Okay. So did you build a solid audience with that, or? Yeah,
that was around COVID when everybody was starting one, and then I stopped it for about 1.5 years or 2 years, and then decided to get back into it.
Okay. What did your friends and family have to say about it?
They're all pretty supportive. I got pretty much all the pushback, I guess,
from family
from the first time.
From the family or the friends?
Both.
Okay.
Everybody has something to say.
Okay.
But that was the first time around. The second time around, it's been a breeze. I haven't really gotten any flack for it.
Oh, wait, you said the first time. You mean when you were doing OF?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did any of your ex-lovers contact you after becoming an adult performer? No. Do you think they know?
I don't think they're surprised.
Okay. You always been strong sex drive?
I've always been big bottomed, I'll say.
Big bottomed?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a square. Tell me what that means.
Yeah. So all of my exes, they would all say like, "Wow, your ex must have been hung." Like I know. So yeah.
Water.
At first, I was like, "Oh, I don't know," and then after a few of my exes saying that, I was like, "I think I'm just built a little different down there." Always just looking for the biggest I can get.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that. While preparing your interview, I noticed that you don't tweet anything outside of content. Is that intentional, or is just tweeting random shit not for like other performers, not your thing?
It's maybe a little bit of both. I don't really I mostly just keep it content.
Content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not really. I don't think there's any really reason behind it. Some of the dumb shit I don't think the world needs to read.
All right, Celena Marie joining us on the Bougie Show. You take, speaking about hung and consider yourself to be a size queen. Okay,
Yeah,
all
for
right.
sure.
You take serious poundings. I saw a clip on your Twitter where when preparing for your interview with you and Peter Fitzwell, and it was rough. And the description stated that that's what you wanted. Is that what your subscribers generally want, or like the way you get down in the bedroom? They like to see, or that how you like to get down personally?
That's pretty much all I do.
You like to be pounded out
Yeah.
like that? Okay,
Yeah.
guys. So you requested for that. Did he look at you crazy, or he said, "Oh, I can honor that request"?
Yeah. So Peter, I did 2 collabs with him, and I shot a mainstream with him actually.
Okay.
So at first he was hesitant, and then I was like, "Come on, I can take it."
Right.
So I want you. And then I think he also saw. He was the first mainstream shoot that I did was with Peter. And then after that, I got, I kind of started talking some shit on Twitter about looking for somebody to make me run.
Yeah.
So he was like, "Oh, you really
want
want to
that."
take it." So yeah, he definitely gave it to me as much as he could, which I would gladly take.
You enjoyed it. You were fine the next day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
You got to yeah.
Yeah, I later that day.
He's up. Is that the oldest man you've been with?
Yeah.
He wanted to come on the show. I'm just a little skeptical because if you're not like the most popular male performer, I want to interview him because I know he has a lot to talk about, but it's just the audience. They just don't, if you're not Dredd, Johnny Sins, J-Mac, or Brick, they don't tend to watch, because I've tried it with Dan Ferrari and stuff like that, and it was our least watched interview. So, I'm kind of.
That's unfortunate. It's like
It is,
sometimes
because he has a great.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Great, knowledgeable, and he can talk about his experience in the industry. So, now that you've stated that to me, you could always take penetration from men that large in the beginning of your adult career. What were you? Well, let me see where that question is at. Since we're on that topic, let's talk about when I said your boy was here yesterday, Brickzilla.
Ooh, yeah.
How did that collaboration come about?
Happened through DMs.
Okay.
Twitter. Yeah, Brickzilla, he's pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is time to stop the fuck.
He's pretty big. Yeah. What? Were you skeptical, nervous? Was he the biggest you come across?
Yeah, he's the biggest, natural dick, not talking dildos, but he's the biggest dick that I've done, for sure. Yeah.
The performers particularly at the last event, Catalina Kali, Lana Buns, they stated how they warm up with the toy prior to performing with him. Was that the same case with you?
No.
Wow.
Not at all, no.
She's a trooper.
Actually, no. Brick was good. He, after I did Brick, actually later that night, another,
large,
big size,
well-endowed man.
And then I did another 4 in the following couple days. So I did like 5 right after Brick, just back to back, slamming them out, and they were all big.
You called out Dredd, yes?
Yeah, I'm trying to get that Dredd dick. I use his all the time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
To see if you're ready for it? Is that what?
Yeah, I take the whole thing.
How often do you use it for your personal life or just for work?
Yeah, I make videos with it, but I use it for fun too.
And so your closet, what does it consist of?
The biggest things you can find.
You have siblings?
No, it's just me.
Oh, wow. Wow. You're okay. All right. Celena Marie joining us on the Bougie Show. What were you subject? So far, I know how long you been in the game now? Over a little under a year?
About 6 months.
6 months.
Yeah.
Okay. What have you been subjected to anything as a performer that you didn't see coming?
What do you mean?
Like subjected, like you were put in a situation or something occurred where you was like, hey, I didn't expect this to happen, but you had to improvise and overcome, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, when I was shooting the mainstream, I did that down here in Miami. I haven't been to LA yet. But one of the last scenes I did was actually I left. But
was it one of those companies? You don't want to say the name of the company? You don't have to.
I don't. The producer.
Oh, so it was more of a producer
it was
thing
the
and
producer.
not the company itself. Okay.
Yeah.
And what did they ask?
Well, the guy the performer who I was with was having a hard time staying hard.
Getting an erection? Okay.
You know,
That's
it is what it is.
It.
That part wasn't the issue. But like I was sucking soft dick for an hour.
Wow.
And the producer was like, "This is on you. Like it's your job to get him hard, basically." And
this is on camera when you're doing it?
It was, well, we couldn't really record much because we'd already done like a couple hours of, the scene of, the leading up to it and all that.
Not actual penetration.
No, not penetration. Gotcha. So then when it came time for that, he took his pill, did all the things, and then he would get hard, but then the second he touched me, he'd get soft.
While on the pill? Mm-hmm. So what do you think, it's more of the camera?
No, I think he did a little too much of some other stuff.
Okay.
Maybe might not like girls all that much. I don't know.
Oh, so okay.
But I heard other people saying that. I didn't come to that conclusion on my own.
I've had a previous performer tell me there's some men that play both sides of the fence.
Yeah.
But they took the pill, so how come?
I think he took too much other stuff along with the pill.
Within that time frame. Got you.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I got you. And was this a younger performer or older?
It was young, yeah. So it's like soft dick that stunk for an hour.
An hour.
Yeah.
But why did you have to go a whole hour before you realized it's not working out? Usually
I know, just kept trying different things, and
you got locked.
And they were like, "Can you help him? Can you help him out here?" So we were doing that, and that I wasn't expecting to have to do that. So that's when I was like, "This is ridiculous."
You got lockjaw?
Nah.
Oh, wow. Oh, your jaw had to be tired though.
I mean, it was soft the whole time, so I didn't have to open much.
Wow. So yeah, you were subjected to something. That's a perfect answer. That's something you were subjected to that you didn't see coming for sure.
Yeah, that ended it.
So you did finish the scene, or you just left?
No, that was it.
They gave you the cancel thing, or the producer called it, or you said it? You called it?
No, we got into it. I ended up telling them to
kick rocks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was like, that's not on me, man.
That's not part of the agreement.
Like, yeah.
And you were really supportive to go that long and try to assist him to get there?
Yeah, well, I was also brand new. It was like, so I did like a 3-day stretch of scenes. So I did 2 scenes with them the previous 2 days, which were also a bit of a shit show. The first one was totally great. That was with Peter Fitzwell. That one was good. And the second one had its things too. And then by that 3rd day, I was like, this is ridiculous. So,
yeah. Wow. Okay, that was
so that's where I ended my mainstream shoots.
Oh, so you don't even want to bother doing them? You rather just do?
No, I would.
Just has to be the right.
Yeah,
company,
with the right company,
people.
I'd like to do blacked.
You like to do black and Vixen and all that type of stuff.
Yeah. I'd go out and shoot
I think
blacked.
you're gonna get there. I think you're gonna get there. I think people are gonna be very intrigued with you as a performer, hearing you speak and knowing like you do this for real.
Yeah.
So your most selling content.
Am I doing what?
Your most selling content. What content of yours sells the most? Is it the interracial?
Yeah, that's what I do the most of.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
Yeah, I have a few with like some smaller, like not monster box.
Right.
They don't do as well. I like I think also because they can probably tell I enjoy it more the bigger it is.
Yeah.
It was funny when I was shooting with Brick because I feel like there's never, no matter how big it is, it's never enough. So
Are you serious? Wow.
I can always go more. So if you watch the video with Brick, you can probably see it in there where I tell him he has me like on my back with my legs. Yeah, he's giving me machinery, and I kept trying to like get a little extra from him. So I was like, yeah, give it to me. And then eventually, I think that kind of annoyed him, but we paused the camera and my husband came over.
You're
my
married?
husband filmed. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
It is time to stop the fuck.
You remind me of Andy Avalon so much right now. Go ahead.
Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah.
So while we were recording that scene with Brick, we paused the video and my husband came over, threw my legs back behind my head and said, here's how I want you to fuck her like this. This is what she's trying to get you to do. So after that, if you see in the video, Brick's face changed a little bit where he then pinned my legs back and was slamming into me like as hard as he could. And I didn't mean to, but I slipped out. I said, give me more. And I think he was giving me all he had at that point. So he got a little annoyed with me, I think.
It's half his body, and you took it.
I know, but there's just that space.
Okay, now you. I didn't know you were married. Okay, so now you're married. You're
dropped a couple bombs on you.
Yes, you did. You did. So, your significant other, he films you?
Yeah, he does.
So he's in the room with all that happening.
Yeah. I perform best when he's there because I'm most comfortable.
Okay, so is he well endowed also? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What is his race?
He's white.
Oh, he's a white guy.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So he's a cuck?
No.
He's not a cook.
No,
Okay, okay.
I don't cook him. I mean, he can cook other girls too.
Okay.
Not,
But he's not a performer.
No, he could be.
Yeah.
I've asked him about it before, but I don't think he wants to. Mostly, he just trades stocks, and that's enough for him. He doesn't.
Trade stocks.
Yeah.
Watch his wife take stocks. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
That's
There you
fair.
go. Yeah. Well, it's a lot easier if you have someone there
No,
to
Andy
record
Avalon,
it.
her husband,
you know?
does it too. And that was
Yeah.
so I'm not surprised. And I understand the level of comfort with your husband being there.
Yeah.
It's just, okay, you're fresh in it. A year from now, what's the energy going to be like?
Yeah. Well, we've been in the lifestyle.
Oh, you were doing the polyamorous type of lifestyle or more of a swinger?
Yeah, swinger.
Swinger?
Yeah.
How'd you meet him?
My husband?
Yeah.
Online. Yeah.
Online dating?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep, on an app online. And we got married like almost instantly. So when you know, you know.
He's an older man?
He's a few years older than me.
Oh, okay.
Not
okay.
much.
Okay. Wow. Celena Marie in the building.
Full of surprises.
Yes. You're the definition of big things come in small packages for sure.
Right.
I know you're fairly new, but the most embarrassing moment for you while you've been filming?
I don't
You haven't
get
had any?
embarrassed,
No?
honestly. It would take a lot to embarrass me. I don't know. I can't even think of a situation that I would find embarrassing. I mean, I'll just laugh at myself. It's not.
Yeah, it's not that serious.
Yeah.
So the days you're not creating content, how does your day flow?
Well, I am a mom, so.
Oh, you are a mother?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you're not the first performer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, MILF and hot wife, I always say.
Yes.
But yeah, so it's
But you
just
still
normal shit.
you're still young. You've embraced the MILF role already?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
It's fun. I like it.
Okay. All right. So you have one child?
I have two.
Two. Okay. Do they know who you are?
No.
Oh.
But I don't really talk about them a whole lot on things like this.
Right.
Just-
I asked Sweet Vicky. She was previously married. And she was actually a former police officer at that. So she dropped the bomb on me too. And that was a first. And I asked her about, because she's 3 kids and younger kids. And I said, hey, for instance, your room, I said, what do you say to your kids if they see, dildos and stuff like that? And she says, well, you shouldn't be touching mommy's stuff. And then I said, preparing for that conversation when that time comes, if you I'm sure that's something you've thought about.
Yeah,
No?
I'm
No?
not worried
You
about
don't
it.
touch it? Okay.
Yeah, they don't see anything or anything like that. I have a separate room where everything is, put away. It's not, I think most parents have a sex life, so it's to the same extent. Are they going to see what most parents have in their bedroom?
No.
Probably not.
No, probably not. The days you're not creating content, how does your day flow? You being a mommy?
Yeah, just
Okay.
normal, housewife, mom stuff.
Yeah. Do you, when you're working with a Brickzilla of the world, somebody that like that, or hopefully you get dread, how do you prepare for that scene?
Wake up.
That's it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. You're.
That's it.
Oh, wow. You. What does it take for you, Celena Marie, to reach the promised land of climax? That's it. Not the way they use it.
It can help, but if you have something small, it doesn't matter how good you use it, it's not going to feel as good as a big,
For you.
Yeah, it's not going to hit the same spots,
It's so crazy because the bodies, right? The skinnier always seems to be able to take it more.
Yeah.
Whereas the thicker ones, it's not so much the case. You haven't noticed
Yeah,
that?
I don't know. I guess everybody's different to an extent, but I think physically, anatomically, you should be able to take them.
Oh no, every cat is different,
I would
right?
think,
Don't you don't think so? I mean, you talk to
yeah.
your friends, and I'm sure they
Yeah, they're
be like,
about
"How the
it
hell do
too.
you take that?" Right?
No, they're about it too. Yeah, I think those got to stick together.
But there's I've interviewed over 100 females, and not all of them can do it.
Yeah, I think a lot of it comes from comfort. If you're really comfortable, and then so in the vagina there is around your cervix there's a space where it's small. You can stretch it though. So if you have a pain tolerance, I guess that might have something to do with it too. But for me, I love that pain. Like when I feel that push, like ramming in my cervix or like around it,
doesn't that
that's
hurt?
when I get wet.
That doesn't hurt you.
Now I get
So
wet,
usually when it
yeah.
hits the cervix, that's when they're in pain and they're tapping out and double. Okay.
Yeah, now as long as I'm not like, certain times of the month it'll hurt more.
Right.
But for the most part, that's what I like.
Clearly. Yeah. Your content says that. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. No, I think everybody's box is different because there's a lot of women that sat across from me.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, let me get my hands. Let me show you. Like, I love like talking to the other girls and like showing them like, if you try it like this way, you're going to like it a lot more.
They don't think you're crazy?
No, they try it and they're like, you were right. There is more space in there than I thought.
Celena Marie joining us on the Bougie Show. You ever had somebody get the best of you while performing on camera where you were, well, I guess I got to know the answer to this.
As far as like tapping out?
Yeah.
No. So like I said, that's evident on my Twitter that I'm looking for like a dick big enough to make me run.
Okay.
So I've definitely, after I started making those posts and guys kind of knew what was up, I've had some performers definitely try to hurt me and make it hurt to the where I'm
while
like,
your husband's in the room?
Yeah.
Jeez. Savage.
But it doesn't work.
It doesn't work. So you've never ran?
No, like I could tell what they were doing, but I'm not going to tap out. And now I never maybe run. I just take more. It doesn't hurt like that for me. But I could tell. I'm like, I know what you're trying to do.
You're trying to make you tap out.
But it's not quite going to happen.
Do you have this
try harder.
Do you have these conversations with your husband?
Yeah, we talk about everything.
Well, I guess so. The comfort level is out all the time.
And he can read my face so well. He knows, like, after or something like that, I'm like, hey, did you see? And he's like, yeah, I just, like, handled it.
He gets aroused from it, you think?
No. So, like, when you're recording or when he's filming it, it's so, like, technical and logical. Like, I don't think
he don't have time to.
No, that doesn't even cross his mind.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's not a sexual or, like.
Is he stand still on a tripod with the camera, or is he moving around? And because I only see what's on the Twitter, so I don't.
Yeah, he's got his whole setup that he does.
Okay.
Which it stresses me out trying to worry about the camera.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I know if he's in control of it, I don't even have to worry about it. But
I was pulling up my phone, not because I was just checking it. I wanted to bring up 2 tweets. First, I'm going to start with Lily Bell, was a performer we interviewed in Chicago in Exotica 2022, and she's doing her thing under Cali. And since we're on this, she says, pro tip. Ice, I'm going to clean it up a little bit.
Okay.
Instead of saying the P-U-S-S-Y,
Yeah, I
I'm
gotcha.
going to say vagina. Ice your kitty cat. Just like an athlete would ice a body part after a game/practice. We are sexual athletes, so if your vagina is so sore after a scene, ice it, ! My favorite way to do it is when I'm driving for at least 20 to 30 minutes so I can sit my cat directly on the ice pack. I wish I would have started doing this in the beginning of my career when I was working back to back, but I just discovered within the last 2 years, and it really helped me. Your response to that?
that's cool.
You don't have to do that.
No, I've never
ice
done
packs.
that.
Wow.
I've never been sore after, actually. Yeah, even after I do like multiple shoots in a day or something like that, I haven't been sore.
Never swell up.
No.
I had a performer here yesterday say she put aloe, and the second performer said they put natural aloe on the stuff to bring down the swelling.
I've
But
heard
you don't
that
get swell.
too. No, I will say though, I went to the gyno about 2 weeks ago, just for like a thorough checkup, whatever. And she looked horrified.
Wait,
She
checking
was-
out your cat?
Yeah.
Wait, go ahead, give it.
Yeah. So, I mean, she's a Christian lady.
Wow. And what is okay?
Yeah, she got down there. She was like, "Whew." I was like,
It is time to stop the fuckery.
yeah. So I was like, what? Is everything all right? She was like, well, I guess. So there's that. I don't know. I don't know if any other girls ever scared the guy now.
No, that's the first time I've heard it. Hold on. So why is she saying that? Is it because of the state it was in? What, did you go perform and then go see her?
Well, I fucked
Right
a couple
before?
hours before, though.
So you were open?
I guess. I don't know. But I'm like, I'm not going to not today just because I have to go to the gyno.
So when she's down there, what do they do? Because I don't know about the gynecologist process.
They just, you know.
She put her hand in there?
Yeah.
Oh, they go in there and check it. So she put her whole hand in there and be like, hey, how come I'm just getting in here like that?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. So I will say, like.
Tell me. This is so intriguing. Go ahead.
It is typically an uncomfortable situation or like procedure to have done to like, because they put in like a speculum
Okay,
to like
got you.
open.
Got you.
And was not for me. I didn't really like, which I think it might be after I've done like the large dildos and probably Brixella too. I don't think I've been the same. So,
wow.
Because I'm definitely bigger now. I remember going in the past. And
when you say like, bigger, you mean the
okay. Yeah, it just expands. You know, vagina is definitely like after you have a baby, sure, they'll probably go back if it's like a temporary thing. That's natural for your body to do that. I'm sure, you know, your vaginas do go back. Yeah. But if you're getting like pounded out by monster cocks and like big dildos regularly, I can say it does not go back. Like I stay wide open.
So you think you would have to get a surgery?
No, fuck that. I love the gape. I have BPE, a big pussy energy. Love it.
Applaud her. All right, I want to bring up another tweet from another guest we had on back in 2023. Her name is Lainey Gray, and she says, "I'm taking a much-needed break. I was tired of having to heal from my scenes. My body just can't handle all the bacteria anymore. Too many people coming to set with BV / yeast infections." Your response to that?
Well, I haven't shot any girl content, so I wouldn't really experience that.
Oh, so you think the bacteria comes from the girl content?
Well, BV is bacterial vaginosis.
Okay, so all right, and then the yeast infections you would get from
that's also girl. But
oh wow,
I mean, a man could carry bacteria. So like if he has sex with a girl who has something like that, and then has sex with you after, then that will transfer. Okay. But yeah, you gotta, you know, do the boric acid and the probiotics if you're fucking like that for sure. Take care of it down there, like health wise. As far as like, I don't really get sore, but I do take like the supplements to just keep everything squeaky.
Very informative. Because I don't think, and the reason I wanted to bring the tweets up because I don't think the average viewer of adult films or content quite understand the sacrifice that you guys make on your body.
Yeah, it can be rough, especially if, you know, you're getting booked up, like you're getting a day in between and then you're shooting for, you know, 5-6 days a week. It's a lot. It can definitely take a toll on you.
You know what Brixella stated to me yesterday? He has to now, because you tested every 14 days, he has to now take it from his left arm because he's been using since he's got in on the right arm and the blood. And I was like, but it's all in the same body. He was like, it doesn't matter. Like he's going back and forth now from one arm to the other.
Yeah, it probably took a toll on his vein.
Yeah. Again, the sacrifice on the body performers make. Yeah. What sexual acts won't Celena Marie participate in at this moment of her this time of her career?
I don't do any anything like face slapping.
Okay, so no rough, no BDSM, those type of things.
Nothing crazy. I do like being a little more dominant.
Okay.
So like if a guy wants that, I'm all over it for sure.
Yeah.
But I've tried to do anal.
Oh, you don't do.
I have the world's tightest asshole. It's like the complete opposite of my pussy.
It is time to stop the fuckery.
So, I mean, I could fit a fucking football up my pussy, but my ass, a finger is brutal. So I'd like to do that eventually. I'm working on it. I'm going to keep trying.
Do you practice with your husband?
Yeah, I always that's the one where I'm like, I will chicken out. But as far as, I'm going to do it. I will do it. I just haven't gotten to it yet.
Don't start with dread.
I let him.
I believe you. I actually do.
Yeah. If I'm going to do it, I may as well.
Has any of your peers advised you not to perform with certain people?
I haven't talked to that many. No, I don't really know many girls in the industry. I've talked to a few.
Because you don't work on major sets like that. Gotcha.
Yeah. But no, I haven't heard anything crazy about any of the male performers.
What do you think most of the men that subscribe to your content enjoy most about you? Is it seeing you getting rammed out? Okay.
How much I like it.
Okay.
They can tell how much I like it.
Give me some of the do you get crazy requests?
Yeah.
What's some, if you want to share, where you're like, I'm not doing that?
Oh, I don't usually say I'm not doing that.
Okay, so what is the ones where you had to scratch your head like, I'm gonna do it, but damn, that's weird or that's crazy?
I would say after I started doing more of the bigger sizes, I've gotten a lot of requests for cuckold or SPH type videos. So
wait, SPH, elaborate. I don't know. I know the cuckold.
Oh,
okay. So penis humiliation. Got it. Oh, they want you to do that. Do you find it funny that when some of them actually don't have a smaller joint, but they still want you to talk to them that way or humiliate them?
No, that's all fun.
Okay.
I think
what's your go-to line?
You have to see. I don't know. I don't have a go-to line. I think everything every time I do a custom or something like that, I really tailor it to the
T.
person.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, so I don't have 2 customs that are exactly the same or anything that like I just repeat in every video. I do have, I don't know if you've seen it on my Twitter, but I have a cuckold POV video that I made.
Okay.
And that one's really fun. I went hard on all the SPH in that video.
Okay.
So that's, which I was surprised at how much I like thoroughly enjoy doing like the more femdom type content, because I hadn't experienced that or like really gotten into it until I started making content. And then I got the request and I was like, let me look into this fetish or this kink. And it comes really natural to me. So I like that.
Who out there besides Dread? I'm sure they ask, well, you said you wanted Dread, but who out there are they asking to see you perform with?
I feel like definitely Dread. Dread is the most. I get Damien Daysky here and there.
Oh, you haven't performed with Damien yet?
No, I haven't.
And he's here.
Yeah.
Oh, you should. You'll get him.
Yeah, we've talked about it.
Oh, you've spoken with him. Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the delay?
Just different scheduling styles, I think.
And when at what point do you inform them that your husband is the one filming it?
I tell him
out the gate.
Yeah, I don't want any problems. It's not
okay.
like it's not a sexual thing for like it's
Right.
not a kinky thing,
Right.
but he makes good videos.
Okay.
But yeah, he doesn't have to do it. I did a collab with Jack Slayer, and my husband didn't record that one.
So who recorded that?
Jax did.
Oh, why your husband wasn't available? Oh, Jax he trusted his
he wanted
vision?
to do it. Yeah.
Okay, and your husband was still there.
No, he wasn't there
So
for that one.
Where'd you meet up with him at? Was it California or here?
No, I was here. He was.
Okay.
He came to Miami.
Got you. Mm-hmm. And you felt comfortable doing that?
Yeah, it was okay. I mean, that was, I think, the first one that I did without my husband, so I was a little nervous. Just comfort-wise, I like knowing that.
Well, he's a professional performer too.
Yeah,
so,
that's what made it a lot easier too. Is he's so great.
Okay. Celena Marie joining us on the Bougie Show. Whew. That was a lot. You work out? How do you keep everything intact?
No, I don't work out.
You don't?
No, I should. I keep saying I'm going to.
What do you watch? What you eat then? How do you? Oh, you just genetics?
No, it all goes to my ass.
Interesting. Okay.
No, yeah.
Well, I came out. You were sitting, so I haven't seen anything yet. So I don't know. But you look so small on camera.
Yeah. No, I'm about 100, under 120, like 115 to 118.
Oh, you're solid weight.
But yeah, I'm sturdy.
Yeah, clearly you are. Wow. Okay. I was going to ask this because you're an attractive woman. But how do you deal with a man that is solely enamored with your beauty and not so much your personality? Even though you're married and say that, say you're just entertaining them for fun, but you realize they're just obsessed with how you look and not.
I don't give a shit.
You don't give a shit.
I've never really. I don't know if I've ever really like experienced that dating necessarily.
No.
Yeah.
You always been in long-term relationships?
For the most part, yeah.
How long has it been since you've been single?
Closer to a decade. So.
Okay.
I think maybe about 8 years or so.
The lamest thing, I didn't know you were married. If I did, I would have lined my questions up a little bit differently. The lamest thing a man has done on a date with you in your life?
Something lame on a date?
Yeah. Or the latest, how about not even on a date? How about the lamest thing a guy has done to get your undivided attention?
It's not really on a date, but I thought it was really funny. I was shooting with a guy who's not a performer. It was just someone that I'd met, and I was like, yeah, we can do a OnlyFans shoot. That's fine.
Okay.
And he was not. He was struggling to stay hard, which is cool. Like that was fine, but the whole time he kept flexing his muscles and saying that he's better than Brickzilla, and I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Stop the fuckery. He's flexing the wrong muscle though.
Yeah, he's like doing Superman muscles and shit.
But
saying,
he can't.
Like, I'm better than Brick. I said, what?
But he's not even.
Who is there? Someone else here? You're fucking.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was flexing the wrong muscle.
Yeah, that's right. I know.
You said he couldn't.
I know.
Keep it together. Oh, that's
yeah. No, which that's like it happens. That's fine. I don't feel any type of way if that's an issue. Like it's hard if there's a camera in the room, it changes things for guys. I feel like
even if it's just mentally, you and them.
Yeah, it's the pressure I think of like then you start thinking about the camera, or like, how do you look on it?
You gotta be able to block it out.
Yeah. So it's hard, which that wasn't the problem. It was funny that he was flexing and saying he's doing better
I'm
than
better than BK.
And I was like, what is happening?
Do you let a man know if they're not?
Yeah, I'm
giving
pretty
it to you the
honest.
way you need it? Okay.
Yeah. I think everyone who I've done is a little surprised. I'm like, give me more. And they know I'm not like just saying it. So then they just give me all they got, and that's
still not enough.
That's it. No, it's good.
It's good, but it's just
no,
you
I'm
can
not
always
talking
take another
shit.
level. Right.
It's good. It's enough. It
Okay.
does the job. I came so much with Brick.
You did? Mm-hmm. Wow. Is that the biggest you've encountered so far?
Yeah, it is.
What'd your husband say when he's in the room? Did he know what he was? Did he know what was coming in the room prior to? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. He looks up the performer and see who he's dealing with.
Yeah, I mean, we
Okay,
we
you
look
both?
at who
Okay,
it is.
got it,
You know,
got it.
we're gonna go do it together. So, you know, he gets his plan for the cameras and everything.
The horniest thing a man has done in your presence?
Yes. Like what? I don't.
What's the horniest thing your husband has done to you? Where he's just like, he wants it now. Or,
Not my husband, but I do have guys who will jerk off for me fully clothed. Like I'm fully clothed, and they like jerk off to that.
oh, okay.
So that's
okay.
probably the horniest thing that. Yeah, they'll just jerk off.
If Celena Marie could take back a sexual act from a scene in her adult career so far, what would that be?
Take an act back?
Yeah, or scene. Would it be the one you told me
yeah,
about?
the one.
The hour long of Softy?
Yeah, that was brutal.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine.
And then, like, the worst part of it, though, was just being told that, like, it was on me.
It's on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
come on, I can deal with the other parts,
But
but,
not
that part.
Okay. What do you feel about your sex game needs to enhance the most?
I should probably work out, and then I can ride longer.
Okay.
Probably. I like riding.
Reverse cowgirl, I heard, is very difficult, but most performers don't like it. It looks awkward.
That's my favorite.
That is your favorite.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I'm riding or if I'm on top, I want it to be reverse cowgirl.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that feels the best, and I like knowing my ass is like bouncing in his face. But I do it and it feels good. I like that. Like I definitely while I'm on top, but nothing is better than just being bent over and rammed like with all that they have. Yeah. Or like having my legs pinned behind my head. That's
I can't
awesome
believe
too.
you didn't run from Brick with the back shots.
Oh,
Every performer I've interviewed, when he gives them back shots, they say they run.
Really? Yeah. In the video, you can see when he first puts it in, I'm in doggy, and like the second he gets it in there, I'm just like you can see it that's like I turned wet right away.
I know we spoke a little bit about vagina maintenance. Well, I guess we already kind of touched on that because you kind of stated you don't do much.
Yeah, I don't need to. I guess I know like some girls definitely do.
Yes.
And as far as like I said, keeping it like squeaky clean, I will do like the boric acid, and I take probiotics. And then just drink a lot of water.
Can't believe you don't get swell when you swell up. After
I mean,
all
like
that
right
pounding.
after I'm getting pounded,
Yeah,
like
it'll
the blood
rise up.
flow will be
Okay.
there. Yeah. Which is also like that also happens if you're like really turned on. You'll have more blood flow, but I don't get like swollen from like damaging anything.
Tell me about a location. You go ahead and drink your water. Tell me about a location you were sexually active that you never would have imagined happened. I was slowing it down so you can finish drinking.
Yeah, no, you're good. Location, like a place that I have
Yeah,
sex?
a place where you just never thought in your wildest dreams, so in your mind, you never envisioned that you would be intimate at this particular location.
I rode my husband's dick while he was driving once.
Through local roads or highway? You don't recall.
Yeah.
And how was he able to see?
we
Is
were
he
on a
looking
road
from?
trip.
Is he looking from the side while you're in front of him?
That was his business.
Okay, you weren't worried about your life.
No.
Okay.
So I did that. I've been in a lot of crazy places actually.
Yeah.
But that one I do think about sometimes. I'm like, I don't know. How did we?
Was the
how
AC
did that
on or
happen?
was the window down? How did that go?
The AC. Well, it's getting steamy.
It is time to stop the
I was fogging
fuckery.
up. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And what led to that moment?
I was
Yo,
giving him
just-
bed while he was driving,
Okay,
and then I
Palmer.
was like, yeah, I was giving him bed, and then
Were you guys coming
hopped
from
on
a
it.
date or something? I'm sure he wouldn't.
I don't really remember.
You don't remember?
I think we were on a road trip.
Oh.
So I was trying to break up the hours, you know?
Okay, yeah. Make the ride a little bit more
Yeah.
enjoyable. Okay, Celena Marie joining us on the Bougie Show. What's your go-to meal after you finish working with?
A meal?
Yeah.
Chicken wings.
Chicken wings.
Chicken
And
wings or a
fries?
cheeseburger.
No fries? Just
fucking
I love me
fries.
some chicken wings.
Yeah.
Where do you get your wings from?
It depends where I am, I guess, but
What are you Googling? Where's the nearest?
just
you
look for good
near
reviews,
random?
basically.
Okay.
I like mom and pop restaurants the best. I love those, or like somewhere local, not so much a chain.
You ever thought about food while you're getting pounded?
Yeah.
So I've asked that throughout the years, and when a performer says, I guess yes, I got a lot of yes. One said I was riding pee, and I was thinking about sushi. But then I've had other ones. Well, if I'm thinking about food while you knocking me down, that means you're not doing your job.
Yeah, I had.
What do you say?
In the first couple scenes that I shot, my stomach was growling. I was so hungry. So there was that, but food makes me so horny.
So that's why you're thinking about
I love it. Yeah, like if I go out to a nice meal, I'm like, let's fuck now.
Wow.
Like I love it. I've eaten while being fucked before.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was kind of hot too, honestly. I think I get turned
Were you
on by
pizza?
almost anything. What was I eating?
Pizza?
I've been eating a sandwich and chocolate. There was 2 different
Wow.
times.
A chocolate bar?
Yeah.
Okay, ironic. You smoke?
No, I don't.
No? Okay. What do you drink?
Occasionally, yeah.
What are you, a wine girl or are you a hard
Yeah,
liquor?
wine or G&T.
Okay.
If I'm
Okay.
out at dinner or something.
Okay. If Celena Marie could chop it up with a known figure from another industry, who would that be and why?
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk. Wow, somebody said that yesterday. Why would you want to speak with Elon Musk?
I want to go to Mars.
Oh, okay. So it's not because he's the wealthiest man in the world. It's because he can get you to the sky.
I want to populate Mars.
And you would get down and dirty up there, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Anybody
Yeah.
else in another industry that you would want to chop it up with?
Yes. Let me think. Who do I?
But Jeff Bezos could have got you to Mars too. Too old?
No, Elon's hot.
Okay, that's what it is. Okay, got it.
No, Elon and Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
You can check out my holes.
Do you find yourself you think you intimidate men if they know who you are and what you've done?
I think I'm pretty approachable.
Okay.
For the most part, I do though. I've had some guys be a little bit nervous, like about their size after seeing some of the things I've done.
The average guy's not walking around. Like Rick Griselda, I had to tell him yesterday, he performed with Connie Perrion in California, and I asked her, has she ever tapped out? And she said, yeah, with Brickzilla. So I said, really? She said, yeah, I was on top of him, and he was like, get off me, because her IUD was hitting his pee. And I was talking to him, and he was like, yeah, when I hit the IUD out, and like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, no, we don't know what you're saying, bro. Everybody doesn't walk around with your size joint. Go ahead.
I will say, I think Brick's tip is pretty sensitive.
Yeah.
In the video of him, he comes on my face, and I like lick it at the tip, and it like the soul left his body.
Wow. He was saying he was having a hard time with performers with their teeth on his stuff without like kind of scraping it with his teeth. So I'm like, well, they're professionals at what? Why is this occurring?
I've
Is
heard
it
him
because
very
it's just
good
so
about.
big?
Yeah, I've heard him very good about no
You're
teeth.
very good about that. Is that something you had to develop, or did that come naturally to you? Did you become better at it as you became a performer?
No. So, I think I've just been like more sexually inclined than I thought my whole life. It was so funny. There was actually someone who I think they tweeted at me, or it was an OnlyFans message, something like that. No, it was a comment, and he was like, this girl looks like the type of girl to swallow the first time she sucks.
Wow.
And I was like, hold the phone a minute. Are we not? Like, do you not swallow the first time you suck? So then I like started messaging all my girlfriends, and I was like, is that a thing? So I didn't know.
Where are you from?
I lived up north for a while, but I'm in Florida.
No, I mean, I know you reside in Florida, but I was like, where are you from? Like born?
Yeah, up north.
Up north. Okay. Okay. Whew, that was a lot. the mantra slash slogan you live by, Celena Marie?
Bigger is better.
Bigger is better. You're such a performer. Wow. What? The first person you collaborated with, you worked with, male performer?
So I did, my first scene was with NVG in Miami. And so it was the guy that they have on there. His stage name, I think, was Tyler.
Okay. Tyler, that's the young white boy? Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. I know he is. We was trying to get him on. He's dating a girl. Okay, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. And then after that, I shot with that company that I did the 3-day stretch with in Miami. And the first mainstream scene was Peter Fitzwell.
Yeah.
And then after that was Peter Green. So those are the two.
You worked with Peter too? Okay.
Yeah, that I completed, but you'll probably never see him. They'll probably never release him.
Why?
Because that's the producer that I told.
Oh,
yeah.
But that's still content. That's still money.
It's on a DVD in his basement, I'm sure.
Wow.
That's his personal collection now.
Wow. I got a feeling which company. Well, I narrow it down.
Yeah,
to
you know.
Two. Yeah,
you can assume.
End goal for Celena Marie.
Just see how much gape I can get. Yeah.
It is time to stop the fuckery.
I want to blow it out.
All right. We got a new segment, and we're going to introduce that now.
All systems ready. Let's go.
It's time to nip it in the bud.
3,
On the Bougie Show.
It is time to nip it in the bud. What about the adult film industry does Celena Marie feel needs to be nipped in the bud?
I think that there needs to be more of a voice for female performers because I know it's gotten a lot better in the recent years, but just in general, it's harder for women to speak up, I think, about what they're comfortable with.
Yep.
And that's definitely,
the pressure. And that's why I'm an advocate and I'm adamant about it starting. I think you should be 21 to come in. I don't even want to interview anybody under 20 because I have a daughter that's 19 and she's going to be turning 20. And just to think her coming out of high school and then going into a room full of grown men and, you're not quite understanding. Experience life a little bit, get a job, and know what's going on. You know what I mean?
I definitely think anyone who thinks that they want to do this, give yourself a couple years.
Yes.
And let your frontal lobe develop a little more.
Yes.
And then decide if it's something you really want to do.
Did you, because approaching this event, I did a little bit of digging, and I didn't realize Netflix had these 2 specials on there. And one was called The Money Shot, by the documentary about Pornhub. Mm-hmm. And have you watched that?
No, I don't think I've watched that one, but I think I know what you're talking about.
You definitely want to check it out because what happened was Andy Avalon tweeted something. What led me to watching it, Andy Avalon tweeted, how is it that some of the biggest adult performers, most popular in this industry, live in 1-bedroom apartments? Is it them? You know what I'm saying? So it was, it led me to watching. She spoke about the Money Shot documentary on Netflix, and then they have another one called Hot Girls Wanted, where they were showing. You saw that one?
Yeah, that with Hussie Mahal.
Yes, correct. And I'm looking at that being one of the biggest agencies in the industry now. When that was documented in 2015.
Yeah, that's who I signed with for a couple weeks.
Yeah, and you saw that he wasn't shined on in a bright light, but somehow he was able to weather that storm to where they didn't care, and he's still, you know what I mean? Looking back at it in hindsight, I'm sure he would probably say he probably wouldn't have done that. And that was directed by Rashida Jones, which is Quincy Jones's daughter. And she was trying to show that what was happening, how these girls are getting recruited and stuff like that. So when I watched that, it kind of, because when I first got into this industry, I didn't plan on it. I didn't say, hey, I want to interview adult film stars. It just happened, but that's for another day. But at first it was the fun, the excitement of just, talking the freaky deaky stuff is cool. But then as you start to hear what's really going on and see the stuff that these women have to deal with, and male have to deal with certain things too, it kind of you have to give some type of responsibility to make sure you're doing real journalism and providing them the platform to be able to speak about the goods and bads and allowed to humanize yourself. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times they look at you as just a stick figure, an image, and not realizing you're human. So I think that's why the show was able to have success, because you get to come on here and speak your stuff. But what did you think about that documentary when you watched it? Did you watch it prior to joining the industry or after?
No, I watched it shortly after.
Okay.
I didn't watch most of it. I just kind of skipped through it. I will say, I think it's important to give the performers control over their content, which is why I like OnlyFans and those platforms so much, because with Pornhub, they're getting a lot of heat right now, but they're based in the U.S. There's plenty of companies that are not based in the U.S.
But their owners live in Canada.
Yeah, I mean, but the company itself, Pornhub, from my experience and like the people that I've talked to, is one of the companies that's better for the performers as far as like having some more control over your own content, and the platform itself. But OnlyFans specifically, definitely for sure, it's better like to be in control of your content that's out there. Once you film it, that's it. You don't have any say over it. Also, I think like just being really comfortable and confident enough to say that, when you are shooting these things, because that mentality is still there, even though, just like it is in most of the world where women don't feel so comfortable speaking up.
Right.
So just like telling yourself like it's okay to say, I don't want to do this. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to. But there's definitely pressure to do it.
The Hub makes most of their money off of advertisement. Yeah, that's what I found. So when you watch it, you'll see that. All right, we got Celena Marie joining us on the Bougie Show. We're gonna start Moment of Truth. Moment of Truth is when I state things. If what I state is true, you say true. If it's false, you can say false and elaborate on why it's false. If it's something you choose not to answer, you can say pass.
Okay.
Cock slapping the kitty turns you on.
Neutral.
Okay. So that's false then.
Yeah.
All right.
False.
Most of the time, you want to go home and sleep after a shoot.
False.
Okay. You've been turned down by a man before.
False. Well, I guess you could say true because I DM'd Dredd and I haven't heard.
Well,
back
that's
yet.
different. Stop the fuckery.
It is time to stop.
He's a
the
busy man.
fuckery.
Yeah.
Do you know how old he is?
Not exactly. I
He's
know
55.
Yeah, I knew he's in his 50s.
Yeah. He's still going strong.
Yeah, he's doing great.
Yeah. You did not watch adult films prior to joining the industry.
True.
Okay. Off the clock, you are intimate with music playing in the background a majority
False.
of the time. Nope. Okay. You
No,
wanna
you
hear
can listen to
slapping?
me. Yeah, listen to this mac and cheese.
Okay, Slack it, Jay.
Yeah.
Applaud her, goddammit. You are selective when it comes to swallowing.
False.
False. Okay. All right. The worst pipe you got came from a civilian.
True.
Okay. What made it bad?
That
That wasn't the flexor guy, was it? Okay.
Well, he's one of them.
He's
yeah.
one of them.
Just not paying attention to like,
The body language?
or knowing how to use it, I guess.
You ever gave a man a redemption? Redeemed himself after a bad performance? Like say you got with a guy and he was high on coke and then, he went flat and he didn't give you what you wanted and then woke up the next day ready to go. You ever allowed him?
I've had guys who couldn't, like, had a hard time getting hard. And I'm like, oh, let's go, like, get in the pool naked for a little while and we'll hang out. And
comfortable.
Then, yeah.
You think it's a comfort level at the end of the day?
It is. It's like guys get in their head. And I will, like, I've never recorded with someone or I've never done a collab or something like that with someone who hasn't done something to help get hard.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I've on camera.
Yeah, I've never shot with someone who didn't use something.
An enhancement. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, to be hard on camera.
Yeah, I know.
Because it is a head game.
It is. Let me, where we left off. You should never want a man to kiss you right after he skeets off in your mouth.
Oh yeah, kiss me.
You wouldn't feel, would you feel offended if he did not want to kiss you after money shot in your mouth?
No, I don't care how many kisses. Okay. Either way, I'm good. Depends who it is, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is, wait, what is that?
Was it
that's
I won't
false.
be offended?
You should never want a man to kiss you. You're saying false. You want a man.
Yeah, I don't care either way.
Okay.
Either way.
Your favorite spot for the money shot is your breast.
False.
What do you like? Cream?
See.
You want it on the outside?
I want a cream pie.
Okay, you want a cream pie.
Yeah,
Okay.
a deep one.
Most of your scenes end up with cream pies?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I asked Brick too.
He doesn't like to do that?
No, he looked scared.
He
looked horrified when I asked him.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
All the work he does,
Yeah, I think a lot of scenes do fake cream pies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which is also something I didn't know about before getting into the industry.
Well, I knew about the fake,
Yeah, they do fake,
fake
facial. Yeah.
I know about that. You are not innocent off camera.
True.
Okay, you're not innocent. I think we already stated this. 18 is too young to become an adult performer. That is true. You've had a male performer take way too long to finish during a scene.
False.
No. They'll get done. Okay.
Yeah.
You've had a performer be too rough with you.
False.
Okay. You have gotten burned as a performer. Meaning chlamydia, gonorrhea, things of that nature. No. Okay. Well, we can skip this one. Marriage and kids, the farthest thing from your mind. We got that answer. You sometimes think to yourself, I wonder how all this is going to play out.
False.
Okay. You don't trust someone who owns a snake.
False.
Okay. Can you, Celena Marie, great interview, by the way, that's your camera, can you let them know what they can expect from you, what they should follow, and something rare about yourself?
Sure. Celena Marie, and you can follow me for Monster Cocks and watching a real size queen do what I love.
That's right. And something rare about yourself?
I can tell what your dick looks like by looking at your thumb.
Best answer I've gotten so far. Celena Marie, thank you for coming in and being a professional, being prepared, understanding the job at hand, and putting on a show. We wish you the best in your future endeavors. Are you ready to go take some pictures and do some B-roll for this trailer?
Sounds good.
And make it amazing. The one and only Celena Marie. Is this your first official interview?
It is.
Thank you for giving it to us.
Yeah, of course.
And
Thanks for having me.
I expect it to be great. And thank you for reaching out to us and being and keep killing it.
Yeah, thank you.
The way you do. Celena Marie joining us on the Bougie Show. We are checking out, y'all. Yay!
It's the Bougie Show with Zeta DJ.
Ooh, look who's coming through. 24-hour Pixels is gonna love this. Miss Catalina Kyle.
Hey, yo, Zay, Oliver Coach just DM'd the show saying he wants to do corner.
Hey, let's stop the fuckery. Come on, let's do this.
Hello, Bougie guys and girls. This is a public service announcement for the world. This is what they've been waiting for, and now it's available to be delivered to your front door. The Bougie Show merch is here and going nowhere. Available for pre-order, the Bougie Show hats, hoodies, sweaters, t-shirts, and much more. We also have our branded signature slogans like
Stop the fuckery.
And of course, we got to represent for those that don't got all their marbles up top. You know they straight fried, y'all. And last but not least, we got to represent for the freaks.
In the building.
All merchandise available now on bougieshow.com. Holla at a player, y'all. You know what time it is. Yeah!